If you've been ghosted, these ideas are going to feel so empowering because getting ghosted sucks. 1 minute you're vibing, you're texting, right? Maybe you're planning a next date, and then poof, radio silence, no explanation, no closure. They're just gone. If you've ever been ghosted, I know what you're asking yourself, which is that pervasive thought of what did I do wrong? Like, how did I create this result? But what if I told you that it might not be about what you did wrong? It might be about something much more powerful. And so today we're going to actually break down the brutally honest reasons why men ghost and how to stop making it personal so that you can use the moment actually as one of the most transformational opportunities on your path to love. And so before we go into the reasons why men ghost, I want to offer you a mindset shift that can change everything for you. And I've seen it work so many times for the women that I've coached. And it's this: there is a seed of good in all things, even if the thing we're experiencing feels awful at first, because you and I live in a universe of infinite possibilities. And if we stay connected to a possibility of good, then what we do is we open the door for that good to enter our life. At Brave Thinking Institute, we call this the law of possibility. When you choose to believe that there's value, even in rejection, then you activate your ability to receive something better. What if ghosting wasn't rejection? What if it was redirection? What if it's Spirit's way of moving you away from someone who cannot hold space for your heart and towards someone who can? Imagine this for a moment. Imagine a woman walking into a shoe store and she's trying on a gorgeous pair of shoes. They're super high quality, they're designer, they're exactly what she would love. When she puts them on, they're not the right size. When she gives them back to the shoe store clerk, she doesn't blame her foot. She doesn't say, well, what's wrong with me if these shoes don't fit? No, she accepts that they're not a fit for her. And she moves on to find a pair of shoes that is the right fit for her. And relationships are the same way. And when the right man shows up, it's not going to feel like a squeeze. It's not going to feel like a struggle to get together. It's not going to feel off. It's going to feel aligned. It's going to feel comfortable. It's going to feel safe. It's going to feel right. And so if he disappears, it's not proof that you're unworthy or proof that, see, love's not meant for you. It's confirmation that this guy wasn't the right fit. So let me give you an example of this. One of my clients lived in this apartment complex, started dating this guy. He was super nice, super cool. They're having lots of fun together. She was like, that feeling you get when you're like, oh, this has got potential. After a couple weeks, he ghosted her. And it was just that feeling of like, ugh. And of course, the thoughts came to her like, what did I do wrong? Or what's wrong with me? How did I chase him away? Right? That question. Horrible question. Because what if she didn't do anything to chase him away? What if it just wasn't the right fit? And the cool part was, in this particular example, after a couple weeks of ghosting, he called her back because he felt bad that he hadn't talked to her and said, look, I'm sorry I pulled away. I'm sorry I just kind of ghosted you and left you hanging. I'm not really ready for a committed relationship and you're super cool. I'm sorry that I ghosted you, but I'm really just wanting to date and I didn't know how to tell you. She realized that it wasn't about her. She let him go. The next guy that she met was the guy for her, ended up being her person. And ultimately, she was grateful that the first guy exited her life because it actually cleared the space for real lasting love to enter. So let's talk about the 3 brutally honest reasons why men ghost. The first reason is he's not emotionally available. He might show up that way, but ultimately it's not really what he wants. Some men are attracted to that connection, right? But they're not equipped for it yet. They don't have the emotional strength. They like the flirting, they like the fun, they like the chemistry, they like the newness. But the moment things get emotionally real, they'll shut down. So men with an avoidant attachment style is what this is called. They will often withdraw as the intimacy deepens. Their nervous system literally begins to rattle as they perceive the closeness of that relationship. It becomes a threat, not a gift. So if he's ghosting you, it's likely it's got nothing to do specifically with you, your value, and way more to do with him and his unhealed stuff. So don't chase the emotionally unavailable guy. Let his disappearance actually show you that he was never ready to receive the kind of love that you were there to offer. The second reason that men will ghost is that they lack the courage to be honest. And this is a huge indicator of the level of his communication. Like, let's be real. Ghosting is the easy way out. Some men, they don't want to hurt your feelings, or they don't want to face that difficult conversation, and so they check the easy way out and they just vanish. Ghosting is conflict avoidance, immaturity dressed up as silence. But here's the truth. If a man doesn't have the courage to be honest with you when it's hard, he's not ready for a lasting relationship. Right? He's not ready to meet you and be your partner. So instead of wondering why he disappeared and taking it as silence, recognize that how he handled the ending is your answer. It's actually the loudest communication that he could give you. And you deserve someone who's going to be open, who's going to be honest, who can communicate with you even when it's uncomfortable. Reason number 3 that men ghost is that he ultimately knew that you weren't the right fit. And deep down, that's a gift. Sometimes the hardest truth is also the most freeing, right? Is he ghosted you because deep down he knew that you weren't his person. Now, he didn't do it in the right way. He didn't communicate. He took the easy way out. But at the end of the day, he has this sense and feeling that you two aren't the right fit for each other. And so while the way he did it sucks, what if that this was actually spirit clearing space in your life for someone even better? The opportunity is we can actually move into a level of gratitude. If we can get our minds and hearts there, a level of gratitude that says, thank you for clearing the space. Thank you for the early exit to make room for the right guy in my life. Not every connection is meant to last, right? Some are just meant to teach us and help us grow. Let's take this a layer deeper, because in my coaching programs, while these 3 reasons have all to do with him and the right fit for you, there are some patterns that we can get in that if we're not operating at our highest self, we can repel potentially good people if we're not aware of these patterns. And so while ghosting can feel like something done to you, what if it's also an opportunity for us to look inward? And are we operating with some of these patterns? So as I promised you, here are 3 subtle ways that women accidentally repel emotionally available men even when they want the connection. And so these are opportunities for simply self-reflection. Am I operating with any of these patterns? Is it an opportunity to grow and ultimately attract the person that you want? So the first one is over-complaining or dwelling on what's wrong, right? If your energy is constantly focused on what's not working, a man will feel that. It'll create this resistance. Ultimately, sometimes we like to bond over what's wrong. We like to commiserate. But if it's this complaining energy, especially on the first few dates, guys are going to get repelled by that, especially emotionally available men. Love grows in an environment of appreciation, not negativity. The second is a low self-worth energy. And so this sounds like where you're seeking validation, you're seeking reassurance. Like, why do you really like me? Or what is it about me that you really like? Like, a lot of guys don't find me sexy. What is it that you find actually attractive about me? Or you kind of processing your negative self-talk, negative self-belief with him, asking for his reassurance. That's going to push away a healthy, emotionally available man. When you doubt your value, he's going to feel that energy. And it'll cause him to pull away. Not because he doesn't like you, but because you're not owning your own worth. Men are drawn to women who believe in their own value. And the third way of being that repels emotionally available men is judgment and entitlement. Now, this is where you're owning your self-value, you're owning your self-worth, but it's coming from an energy of judgment assessment. It's like you're over-evaluating every man from this pedestal, and you're disqualifying guys for the minor things. And it creates this energy wall, so to speak. Confidence is magnetic, but judgment without curiosity, without acceptance, that's what pushes away connection. Every challenge is a mirror. It's an opportunity for growth. So if you've been ghosted, you can ask yourself, what is this moment inviting me to grow into? Is it more self-worth? Is it trust? Is it faith that my man is out there? Is it gratitude? Is it letting go of control? Ghosting isn't just about him. It's a doorway for us in greater self-discovery and greater discovery in spirit, leading us to the relationship that we're really meant for. So know this, if you've been ghosted, let him go without chasing. Bless the space that he's left behind and affirm your truth that you are worthy of clear, consistent, committed love. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to fix it. Just keep becoming the woman that your relationship ultimately is looking for, and he's becoming the man that you are looking for. And I promise you, when he arrives, he won't be ghosting you. He'll be growing with you. So my question for you is, what do you do that really supports your energy when you get ghosted? Go ahead and post that in the comment section below. And know this, I appreciate you. I believe in your expansive love life. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon.